I don't do a lot of sewing, but I do sew a lot of seams on my hand woven. And this is a gadget that I saw on Instagram that sort of promised a lot of ease in doing straight hems for seams, and I'm not very good at doing straight hems, so I thought I'd give it a try, and here I'm going to let you know what I think about it. So here it is. That's the magnetic plate under there. This lifts up and down. This is an adjustment knob, and of course when we're weaving we want it raised up because weaving is quite bulky. So if you look here, you can see that this is quite a bit above the bottom. If I turn it the other way, we can lower it back down. So if you're doing fine, it can be flush, right flush with the bottom if you're doing something like chiffon or something really lightweight. So we're going to raise this back up because we've got bulkier fabric. It fits right onto that needle plate here magnetically. And I can still lift it up and down over the foot there. If I put it too far out so that it's easier to lift the foot, this piece tends to slide, so it's better to keep it close. We're going to actually do some sewing here, so I'm just taking my clip out. I'm going to slide and take that off for a minute. I want to get my fabric underneath the foot and slide it past the end of the foot a little bit, because I'm going to start with a backwards and a forward, and then I can set this right where I want it, right here. So I've set it right against the edge of the seam, and we're going to sew and we'll see how it goes. So I'm going to do a backwards and a forwards, and then I'm going to, backwards and a forwards, and then we'll get going. So here's our backwards off the edge and then forward. So one thing, I have to move my clips sooner, but that's fine because this is holding that fabric in place. You can see the fabric is staying flush right against the edge there. I'm really not having to guide it, it's just going right in there really nicely. This plate is holding things down well. I can definitely sew my seam a lot faster. Do that back up and then right off the edge. All right, so that was the seam. I don't know how long it usually takes you to sew a seam. Let's have a look at it here. So it's looking pretty straight to me. I know you can't see it that well because it's in the same color, but it looks really straight. It's all even all the way along. My plates or my guide stayed where I wanted it to. It was really quick, really easy. I do recommend it. Now, ideally, you'll learn to do straight seams without it, but if that's something that you really struggle with and it makes you not want to sew your tea towels, I would definitely recommend this tool. It does take a little bit of getting used to. I had a few problems the first couple of times I tried it, but take your time with it and be patient, and I think it'll be worth it.